10 Beautiful Fairy Tale Castles in Europe. Many of us grew up watching some fabulous castles on TV, especially in Disney movies and shows. But do you know that there are actually a lot of castles spread across Europe that you can visit and live out your fantasies? In our today's video, we have rounded up a list of the top 10 fairy tale castles in Europe that you can visit and adore. But before we take you on the virtual royal tour, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like our content and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos. Number 10. KRONBORG Castle, Denmark. The place where Shakespeare set his iconic play, Hamlet, KRONBORG Castle in Denmark is truly one of a kind. Located in the town of Helsingør, this majestic castle is also recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is just 46 kilometers from the capital of Copenhagen and can be reached by car or train, making it easily accessible for tourists. The Renaissance castle in Northern Europe is known for its prime location. Regal exteriors complemented with spires, copper roofs, sandstone towers, and equally elegant yet minimalist interiors. As tourists visit secret underground passages, they are welcomed by Holger Danski's white sculpture, which, according to a legend, will wake up from his deep sleep whenever the Kingdom of Denmark is threatened by the enemy. Quite eerie, right? The KRONBORG Castle also hosts an annual Shakespeare Festival in August, when visitors are treated to some world-class performances. Number 9. Palace of PENA, Portugal. Located in the heart of the Sintra Mountains is the beautiful town of Sintra, Portugal. The Palace of PENA is yet another splendid castle in Europe. This Romanistic-style fortress was built on the remains of an ancient monastery in 1840. The exterior of this marvelous castle boasts various swirling domes and towers, while interiors are furnished with paintings, sumptuous furniture, and ornate statues. Also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the castle was renovated in the 19th century when Romanistic-style additions were made to enhance its glory. With its distinctive red and yellow towers and hilltop perch, the castle really looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale. After a visit to the building, tourists can also explore the extensive gardens and outside terraces while taking some spectacular photos in the backdrop of this royal residence. Number 8. Bojnice, Slovakia. Located in the historical Previdzia, or the Green City, this medieval fortress dates back to the 12th century. Bojnice Castle is not only one of the most visited places in Slovakia, but is also a popular stage site for various fantasy and fairy tale movies. The regal building with steep roofs, towers, and 26-meter castle well create a perfect imperial vibe. Originally constructed as a wooden fort, it was gradually replaced by stone, with outer walls intentionally being customized to complement the uneven rocky terrain. It is the centerpiece for different festivals including the International Festival of Ghosts and Spirits and the Summer Music Festival. The castle also features the single most popular museum in Slovakia. It is surrounded by a castle park filled with numerous species of trees, and visitors love to wander through the lush green lawns after exploring the building. Number 7. Château du HAUT-KOENIGSBOURG, France. The Château de HAUT-KOENIGSBOURG is a medieval castle located in the community of Orschwiller in the Bas-Rhin department of Alsace, France. Nested in the Vosges Mountains just west of Selstadt, the castle lies atop a rocky spur overlooking the upper Rhin plains. Originally built in 1100, the castle was used by many powers, but was eventually abandoned after the 30-Year War, one of the most devastating wars in European history. It went through major restorations from 1900 to 1908 by the architect Bobo Hebhardt, under the commands of German Kaiser Wilhelm II. Situated just below the castle is the ruin of Château de Lodenberg, also known as the Petit Koenigsberg, another historical landmark in its own right. The entire site is a must-visit place for tourists and attracts over 500,000 visitors every year. Number 6. MUIDERSLOT Castle, Netherlands. With its moats, battlements, and turrets, MUIDERSLOT is a picture-perfect location in the Netherlands. Since its building, the castle has gone through several changes over the years. During the 16th century, MUIDERSLOT was home of a legendary Dutch playwright, P.C. Hooft, who renovated the entire place and commissioned the installation of Renaissance-style gardens. In the 19th century, the castle was also used as a prison and was on the verge of demolishment, but saved by the intervention of King William I. Recently, the castle was restored to its original essence, and now serves as the National Museum, displaying a collection of arms and armor. Number 5. HLUBOKA Castle, Czech Republic. The Czech Republic is home to many castles, but HLUBOKA is considered one of the most stunning and most visited fortresses. This neo-Gothic castle in the Czech Republic was built in the 13th century, but underwent a major renovation in the 19th century when owners, inspired by England's Windsor Castle, decided to implement some changes to magnify its glory. Located on the bank of Vltava River in a village of the same name, HLUBOKA Castle can be visited on a tour only where tourists stroll through the building and applaud a huge collection of paintings, silverware, porcelain, and tapestry. The Grand Chateau features 140 rooms, 11 turrets, various halls with walls covered in carved wood. Kitchens can also be visited where tourists can find a collection of items from the 19th and 20th centuries. Apart from welcoming hundreds of tourists roaming around the building, the castle also hosts a lot of weddings and other ceremonies in its lavish English-style gardens. Number 4. HERSTMONCEUX Castle, England. Built in the 15th century, the HERSTMONCEUX Castle in England is considered one of the oldest brick buildings in the world, combining the essence of medieval England and the romance of Renaissance Europe. The castle is situated in the middle of 300 acres estate and features terrific Elizabeth walled gardens as well as the English rose and herb gardens. Just like any other castle, HERSTMONCEUX had many owners, starting from Sir Roger Finns, a close ally of Henry V, with each adding his visions to the beauty of the chateau. Woodland trails passing through the lily-covered lakes leave the visitors in astonishment and simply add to its sheer grandeur. HERSTMONCEUX Castle currently serves as an international study center, so it's not open for the general public to visit, but organized tours can be pre-booked. Number 3. ALCAZAR de Segovia, Spain. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Alcazar of Segovia is a medieval castle located just an hour from the capital, Madrid. Sited on a rocky cliff right at the confluence of two rivers, Arisma and Clemoris, near the mighty Guadarrama Mountains, Alcazar is known for its distinctive shape, similar to the bow of a ship. Initially built as a Roman fort, the castle has lost most of its original structure, but is still one of the most impressive fortifications that even inspired Disney in their idea of the Sleeping Beauty castle. Throughout its history, the castle served multiple purposes, remaining as the royal palace during the reign of the Ottoman Empire, and later a prison and a military academy. Tourists love to stroll past the majestic towers and turrets, while plenty of rooms including the two main courtyards are also open to visitation. Number 2. PELES Castle, Romania. Originally serving as a summer residence for King Carol I, the Pele Castle is one of the most striking castles in Europe. Nestled into the Busegi Mountains, this castle was the first European fortress to have electricity, central heating, as well as hot and cold running water. The stained glass roof of the hallway opens mechanically, and there is also a small elevator for the royal family. With these amenities creating a modern vibe, this castle is quite ancient in its artist's architecture and royal interiors, complemented with Cordoba leather-covered walls and handmade silk-embodied ceilings. There's an Indian music room, a concert hall, Turkish salon, Italian great salon, Moor hall, Swiss concert room, and many more which take hours to explore. And finally, number 1. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. The most famous and rightly fairy tale castle is the Neuschwanstein Castle, located near the village of Hohenschwangau in Germany. The castle might look ancient, but it's actually less than 2 centuries old. Built in 1868 as a private retreat for King Ludwig, the castle boasts gorgeous turrets, towers, and above all, an outstanding mountaintop location. King Ludwig loved swans so much that they are represented almost everywhere in the castle, and the name Neuschwanstein actually translates to New Swan Stone. Featured in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the castle is currently open for public visitation, and tourists are allowed to roam around the fortress, including the spectacular throne room. Which one of these castles would you like to visit while on your next vacation? Do let us know in the comment section and stay tuned for more amazing videos.